So if you're thinking about moving to Olympia, Washington, or anywhere in the greater Olympia, Tumwater, Lacey area, this video is your school's deep dive. So I'm gonna break down the main school districts, the differences families actually feel day to day, and the private school options, plus a couple local insider things parents wish they'd known before they bought a house here. Also, quick personal context, I grew up here. I went to Black Lake Elementary, I went to Tumwater Middle School, and then I also graduated from Tumwater High School. I played sports my entire life, and the community in Tumwater certainly felt tight-knit, and I turned out okay. But seriously, I'm not here to hype anything blindly. I'm gonna show you how to evaluate districts like a local. So first thing, Olympia is not one school district, and that's really important. It's made up of multiple school districts. So when people are moving to Olympia, it's important to understand that there's the Tumwater School District, there's the Olympia School District, and there's the North Thurston School District. One mistake out-of-state buyers make is assuming that Olympia Schools is one system, and it's not. In the immediate area, you're usually choosing between 3 different school districts. And then there's some smaller districts around the edges like Griffin School District, which a lot of people don't even realize exists until they're under contract on a home in that area. So 2 quick notes really fast. Number 1, school boundaries can be kind of weird and they can also change. So always verify the address with the district before you buy a house. And then the second thing is, when I reference stats in this video, I'm pulling from district reporting and public education data sources like OSPI where available. So let's anchor this with a few simple big picture indicators, and then we'll go district by district. In the Olympia School District, their class of 2024 on-time graduation rate was reported at 94.2%. And then in the Tumwater School District, they report a 4-year graduation rate of 91.3% on their district site. And for North Thurston Public Schools, it's the largest in the county, over 15,000 students. So you get more variety, but also a bigger system to navigate. And here's what that means in real life. If you want a district that feels more like Olympia proper with a strong identity tied to the city, Olympia School District tends to feel that way. And if you want that classic tight-knit sports and community vibe in a district that still has solid options, Tumwater is often where families start looking. And if you want more choices, including specialized programs, and you're okay with bigger district energy, North Thurston can be a fit. So now let's get a little bit more specific. Let's start with Olympia School District, because when most people say Olympia Schools, this is usually what they mean. Olympia School District reported an on-time graduation rate of 94.2% for the class of 2024. And one thing I like about the Olympia School District is it isn't just the traditional high school track. There's a lot of choice programs that can be a huge deal depending on your kid. Olympia School District's big comprehensive high schools that people talk about the most are Olympia High School and Capital High School. And to give you a sense of scale, Olympia High School shows 1,846 students based on an October enrollment report for 2023 to 2024. And in comparison, Capital High School shows 1,336 students based on that same school year reporting format. Why does size matter? Because it changes the experience. Bigger schools usually mean more clubs, more electives, more sport options, but also more navigating counselors, schedules, and finding your lane. Also locally, Thurston Regional Planning Council posted that Olympia High School had a 96.5% graduation rate for the 2023-2024 school year, which is really a standout number for Thurston County as a whole. Now, here's where Olympia gets a little bit interesting. Avanti High School is an alternative model, and Olympia School District describes it as serving about 140 students and focusing on competency-based learning instead of just seat time. And this is one of those schools that can be really life-changing for the right students, especially kids who don't really thrive in the traditional learning system. Then there's ORLA, which stands for Olympia Regional Learning Academy. ORLA is basically a school of choice umbrella with multiple program styles, and their program page describes options like Montessori and an online academy with a blended model, online learning supported by Olympia School District teachers with regular in-person interaction. If you're a move-up buyer relocating, especially if you've got a kid who's gifted or neurodivergent or anxious or just needs a different learning environment, having legit public options beyond standard high school can be a big quality of life advantage. So how do you research like a local inside of the Olympia School District? Here's the method I recommend instead of relying on just random Facebook comments. I would use the district's school performance reports. Olympia publishes school performance reports for their buildings that include things like enrollment and assessment context for that year. And then I would cross-check that with the Washington State report card system run by OSPI for statewide metrics and comparisons. Then I would match that to your housing search, because the best school for your kid and the best school on paper aren't always the same thing. If you tell me your kid's age and what matters, sports, arts, AP classes, smaller environment, more structure, I can usually point you toward the right neighborhoods to start touring. Now, let's talk about the Tumwater School District. This one's a little bit personal for me because that's the district that I grew up in. Tumwater School District lists 6,328 students, 12 schools, and a 91.3% four-year graduation rate on their by the numbers section. And this is where I went. Black Lake Elementary, Tumwater Middle School, Tumwater High School, and the community part is real. If you're talking sports, activities, and that you see the same family everywhere kind of feeling. What Tumwater tends to feel like, in my experience, is a district that feels connected and community-based, and it's a little bit more of that suburban pattern while still being close to Olympia, and a school experience that feels a little bit easier to plug into quickly. One thing I want to highlight is Tumwater's career and technical education focus. Their CTE department states a goal of empowering students to transition into post-secondary and career opportunities. And they offer CTE dual credit, meaning that students can earn college credit for approved technical classes while they're still in high school with specific requirements. For a lot of families, especially younger move-up buyers, college is important, but so is having pathways that don't force every kid into one definition of success. Next is the North Thurston Public Schools, which most people associate with Lacey. As context, public district directory sources list North Thurston Public Schools at 15,197 students in 2023 to 2024. And Thurston Regional Planning Council notes this district is the largest district in the county with over 15,000 students. Here's the trade-off with a larger district. You often get more program variety, more specialized options, and more schools to choose from, but it can feel less small town, and it's important that you understand the specific school because experiences can vary more widely in a bigger system. North Thurston also has a couple of options that are worth knowing about, like Ignite Family Academy describes itself as a K-8 home-based learning partnership model. North Thurston also has Envision Career Academy, which is described as a project-based career connecting learning approach for grades 9 through 12. They also have the Summit Virtual Academy, which is an online K through 12 option, and there are additional choice options discussed publicly in local write-ups as well, but I recommend verifying program details directly with the district as they evolve. So if you're relocating and one parent is remote or your child does better with hybrid models, that kind of flexibility can be a huge win. One quick mention is the Griffin School District. The Griffin School District is a smaller district on the western side of Olympia. that a lot of people don't consider until they realize it's tied to certain addresses. Griffin is a single school district, and the only school that's there is Griffin School. It's K through 8th, and then most of the students move on to Capitol High School from there. So if you want small community energy and you're okay with a different structure than a multi-school district, it's worth putting Griffin on your radar. Now, private schools. I'm not necessarily going to spend 30 minutes ranking private schools, but I will give you the realistic landscape and a few examples so you can start your research. Private School Review maintains a directory and lists multiple private options in Olympia, including schools like St. Michael Parish School, Olympia Community School, Olympia Christian School, or Northwest Christian. And if you want a concrete example of tuition transparency, Evergreen Christian School publishes tuition and fees for the 2025 and 2026 school year on their website. And another local private option is Nova Middle School, which also discusses tuition and affordability on their admission pages. So if you're thinking about private school, here's a framework that I kind of tell people to consider. Are you choosing private for class size, for values or faith, or learning style, or for special needs support? Because private is better isn't necessarily true by default. The best school is the one that fits your family and fits your child. If you're moving to Olympia, Tumwater, or Lacey and schools matter, here's 4 steps that I would recommend going through. The first one would be to pick your top 2 districts and don't try to compare 10 schools all at once. The second thing is to identify 3 to 5 neighborhoods that would match your commute and match your lifestyle and also match the school district that you're trying to buy within. The third thing is to verify the boundaries before you actually write an offer on a house. So just connect with the schools. If you're trying to go to a specific school and you're looking at houses to buy in that school district, make sure that the boundaries are what you think they are before you actually buy that house. And then the fourth thing is tour the schools if you can, and talk to administrators or talk to counselors. Don't just rely on social media. Don't just rely on some random YouTube video. Make sure that you actually do the research on the schools. And if you want help matching schools and neighborhoods and budgets, that's literally what I do. So if you tell me what your family's needs are, I can build a short list of areas to look at first. I'm Kenan. Thanks for watching. And if you're relocating to the Olympia area, I'd love to help you land in the right spot.